Many of us wonder how much a country spends on military equipment and how much it accounts of its annual GDP. The military budget is one of the basic and the most reliable way of verifying countries' potential in terms of army, navy, air force, and other military elements. Of course, every individual country spends different amounts of their annual earnings on military. In this video, we would like to present the world's top 15 military spenders. This is a list by the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute 2019 fact sheet for 2018, so enjoy watching the video. At number 15 is Turkey. Its military spending budget is $19 billion, which is 2.5% of its GDP. Canada stands at number 14 in terms of military spending, which is $21.6 billion, and this accounts for 1.3% of its GDP. At number 13 is Australia. Though there was a decrease in military spending right from 2017 to 2018, it still stands at number 13. It decreased to $26.7 billion, and percentage of GDP is 1.9%. The fifth largest country in the world, Brazil, is at number 12. This country's military spending budget is $27.8 billion. It accounts only 1.5 out of 100 of its GDP. At number 11 is Italy. Same like Brazil, its military spending budget decreased to about $27.8 billion, and this accounts 1.3% of its GDP. At $43.1 billion is South Korea. Standing at number 10, its defense spending is mainly focused on the development and improvement of defense capabilities to counter potential threats from its rival North Korea. Percentage of GDP is 2.6%. The Japanese government set aside $46.6 billion expenditure in 2018, which enables the nation to enhance its defense capabilities to counter potential threats from the missile systems of North Korea. But this accounts for only 0.9% of its GDP. At number 8 is Germany. Its final spending is $49.5 billion in 2018 for defense, recording one of the biggest increase since the end of Cold War. This accounts for 1.2% of its GDP. At number 7, we have the United Kingdom. Its military spending in 2018 is $50 billion, and this accounts 1.8% of its annual GDP. At number 6 on this list is Russia. It plans to upgrade its strategic nuclear assets, submarines, aircrafts, helicopters, and many more, of which it spends $61.4 billion, of which it accounts 3.9% of its GDP. At number 5 is France. This country is primarily driven by the modernization of armed forces, counter-terrorism efforts, and peacekeeping operations. France's military expenditure for 2018 is $63.8 billion, and this is 2.3% of its GDP. At $66.5 billion is India, which stands at number 4. It enhances its defense capabilities as it is driven by anti-terrorism measures with Pakistan. This amount is 2.4% of its annual GDP. At number 3 is Saudi Arabia. Its military spending in 2018 is $67.6 billion, and this accounts at a jaw-dropping 8.8% of its GDP. At number 2, territorial disputes with neighboring countries and arms race with the US continue to propel the growth of the Chinese military budget in 2018. Well, its military spending budget is $250 billion, and this is 1.9% of its GDP. At a whopping $649 billion, the US military spending budget is nearly 3 times that of China. The United States spends far more on its military than any other country in the world. Percentage of GDP is 3.2%. So the United States outpaces all other nations in military expenditures. It spends more on defense than the next 7 largest military budgets around the world combined, and has historically devoted a larger share of its economy to defense than many of its key allies. Anyway, that was it. If you've liked the video, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.